Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, Qatar 2022. The World Cup has started, but what we are seeing are shocks, surprises, everything include. And we are here today to talk about the favorite games, the most boring games, and where you see some of these teams are the favorites you picked initially. Are they still doing well or have they fallen apart? Joining me today from UK is Vin representing the UK crew. Vin, welcome to the show, mate.
Hey guys, how are you?
We have Devin representing the US crew from Tampa. Devin, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
And just to let you know, they're both Man United fans, but no bias. They say that's it, so just in case. Right, you guys have seen it. Some people already played the second games in the group. Some teams have only played, but so far so good. What do you guys think so far? I mean, Vim, you still tipped Brazil, right? Did you tip Brazil?
Brazil or France?
Brazil, France.
Yeah.
France so far. How are your teams doing
France
so
are
far?
pretty good. France are pretty good. Brazil, I've not seen the full match, but from what I'm hearing, they're pretty good as well. But apart from that, the main teams that you expect to turn up and put in a real performance, they've really let you down. I.e., Germany, Argentina, and Belgium.
Belgium.
Yeah. So I mean, Belgium is really, really underwhelming.
Wow. I was surprised they lost to Morocco today. I thought, I don't know, bro. With the star-studded lineups they have, but this is the World Cup, bro.
Yeah.
This is the World Cup. So give me two games so far that have really stood out like, oh, those games were fantastic. And which have been the games like, I want to fall asleep,
So
mate.
personally, for me, the games that I've enjoyed watching were England-Iran, the 6-2 win. I enjoyed that because I'm an England fan. And the other one I enjoyed watching was Germany-Japan.
Oh, that was
Japan
fantastic,
come back and win it. Yeah. And apart from that, I can't say there's been, so far really any exciting matches because we're not in the knockout stage yet.
Right.
But once we get to that stage, I think it'll become quite lively. But I've got a feeling this is an unusual World Cup, and I think we're going to have an unusual winner. I just think that it's not unless it's one of the main teams.
Not clear cut.
No, you're seeing a lot of teams that you don't expect to see, and one of them could nick it. And to be honest, to make it exciting, I think it'd be good if a new team wins it, a new country wins it.
Devin, talk to me. Are your favorites still in there? Are they doing well, or they've dropped down?
So I picked Brazil to win it. I thought they had the most strength and depth, and so my prediction still seems to be coming true. Where I said one thing that's going to be different about this World Cup versus other ones is I think you're going to see a lot more injuries just from being in the middle of the season, having to compress all those games, and so they're playing a lot more games that are already tired going in. You've already seen now with Neymar going down that Brazil already lost a key man, but it didn't seem to have any effect.
Is he out or he's?
Well, I think he's out for the group stages.
Oh, dang.
Oh. What's his injury?
They saw his ankle was as big as it was like.
You didn't see his ankle was the size of a cricket ball?
It was a very massive, bro. Dang. So he wasn't pretending.
Yeah, I know. We hear Neymar and you think it's fake. No, this one's real.
He's going to be out for a lot longer than if he's got a sprained ankle.
Well, we'll see, but that's why I think for now he's out for the group stages.
So they got to play one more game. They got two more games to play in that group.
They got two more games, yes, but I think they'll be fine. Richarlison stepping up.
He was good. I saw the goal.
Yes, he has. I would tell you right now, probably my favorite game to watch the tournament was the Argentina-Saudi Arabia game.
Yeah,
nobody that coming, and it was absolutely thrilling to watch that. And the Saudis had two chances, took their opportunities.
I know, right?
I think that Argentina had 3 goals ruled out for offside in the first half. So they forgot the offside rule in the first half. I think they had like 7 in the first half, something like that. And the second half, Saudi Arabia took it to them and deservedly won. The one thing that I did also notice that's a little different from this World Cup with other ones is you're seeing a lot more stalemates, a lot more nil.
Yeah, nil draws. I'm like, really?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to watch, and so it's like these coaches have really done their homework, scouted the other teams perfectly, and it's like from a tactic standpoint, I love it. If I were a neutral fan, I would hate it.
I know, right? I'm not enjoying I'm not enjoying the nil, mate. I'm not enjoying the nil. There are too many.
But I mean, I'm loving watching it, like tactics wise, to see how the coaches are.
It's like playing chess.
You do this, I raise you this. Yeah, so from that standpoint, I love it. But I know we still want to see some goals. England got a few against Iran. Spain got a few as well.
Costa Rica, give me a break. That was a piss take, mate. They just
then, yeah,
could have been 15.
Yeah, France got a few as well too. So yeah, it's
First
this
Costa
World
Rica.
Cup is wide open. This World Cup is wide open. Like, and that's the part that's probably the most enjoyable part for me, at least.
Did you not find that first Costa Rica game really bizarre?
Yes.
And seeing them then play yesterday,
7-0, wasn't it?
It's a completely different team.
Exactly.
So how did this Costa Rica now beat Japan? I don't get that part.
They played with a system. It seems. I mean, they were going for the tackles. They were defending well.
Bloody Germany.
Right?
Japan just beat Germany. Now Costa Rica's now beating
Japan.
Yeah.
I like what the hell.
And then the other thing that I want to say that I'm really disappointed with. Why has Phil Foden not played yet?
Yeah.
You got to tell our closest person to Gary Southgate would be Vin.
I do not.
For
the life of me, I cannot understand it. And I'm a United fan, and I'm saying, why is Foden not playing for England right now? I don't get it.
So
I mean, why does he bring Jack Grealish on? Why doesn't Jack Grealish start? What's the problem with that part? Through the Euros, he did the same thing, not starting Jack. And when Jack came on, that was the only time USA felt threatened. Other than that, I was in the midst of. We were about 200 Brits and about 900 plus Americans, and they drowned us out instantly. USA. And we were like, bloody, I hope we don't lose this one, because it was embarrassing, mate. It really was.
But it was the same in the last tournament, the Euros as well, that he was bringing him on as a sub. And the only time that England became a threat was when Jack Grealish plays. Yeah. He's a one-of-a-kind player. And I feel that, and I'll mention this later, but this crop of players that we've got, they're good enough to win a tournament. Right. And the same way that Germany basically spent a lot of money on the grassroots football and they start developing the young talent, then they went on and won the World Cup. Right. You know, they had the momentum, they executed correctly with the right squad, and they won it. I think that's what was happening at England. That's what's been happening for this time. But with this manager, I don't think we can win it. I think we've got a really good squad. We've got a lot of talent, a lot of young talent. You know, the Rooney, Lampard, Gerrard era is gone. That golden generation is gone. We've got a whole bunch of new talent, but we're not executing them correctly. Jack Grealish is a one-of-a-kind player. You're not going to see a lot of players like that in England.
One other thing before I go, because I can't be much longer, I do have to give a shout out.
Let me introduce you guys quickly. Mike, welcome to the show. Hi, Mike is an Arsenal fan. He's been with us before.
How's it going, Mike?
Devin from Tampa and Vim from UK. They're both United fans. Right. Devin, finish up.
What I was saying before I go, one person I have to shout out in this World Cup, Harry Maguire.
He was a man of the match, mate. He was the man of the match against you.
It's weird because it's like you go, like he goes from. It's like, and the Brits will get this. When he plays for United, he's Titus Bramble. When he plays for England, all of a sudden he turns into Maldini. I don't understand it.
But he's a passionate Brit. Let's just say that.
Oh, what are you trying to say? Who pays his wages? Who pays his wages?
He's been playing brilliant this World Cup, so I have to give him credit for that.
He's done well. Against USA, he was solid at the back. Other than that, England were all over the damn place. I thought USA brought so much intensity. They're running through that midfield. The USA were energized. Had that ball not hit the post, I think we'd be singing a different tune today, mate. Because I didn't see England scoring a goal. I thought Sterling and Saka were absolutely poor that day.
Yeah, but I don't think it's their fault. You need that creativity in the midfield for those guys to run onto something. And Mason Mount can't create anything. He's just another hit and run pony.
Overrated, mate.
Another one.
Yeah, but he can't create
stuff. Realistic.
Yeah. No, but you need that creative spark in midfield for the wingers to run onto something.
Yeah,
you've got to create something, and there was nothing being created. We were completely overrun in midfield. USA midfield was very, very tough, very athletic.
Very tough. And I said, I stood there like, we better not lose this one now, because till Jack came on. I didn't see anything coming from England. Not till Jack Rashford a bit. That was nothing coming from England at all. So your games have been. What's been the most boring game you've seen this tournament, Devin?
There's a few boring ones.
There's too many to pick from.
Pick the one that's up to your mind.
All the bordereaux.
All the new
Oh
news.
my god! Wow.
All the nil-nils. They're
Yeah.
boring.
I might have to say the England USA game.
Wow.
It was boring, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
It was more like disappointment, mate. It was more.
What did you think, Mike? Did you like the England USA game?
Yes, but I expected more. You know me, I'm always expect more. I think that me personally, I mean, this is the group stages, so you're not gonna really get the drag out brawls right about now, because it's like the whole thing is try to make it to the Sweet 16. Me personally, this is and big Zach. I've already peeved off every like American at every pub, but I think that England was just playing conservative. They could have beat United States easily.
That team looked like they're only going to score a goal all night.
No,
they're horrible. I would tell you, I did a match summary and I slaughtered the whole team straight up.
but the thing is,
I ain't playing games.
I totally understand, but I mean, think about it like this. I mean, the quality and world class players that England have. I do apologize for getting. He got the Miami on. I do apologize for getting your name, brother.
Devin.
It's all good, Devin.
So
Devin from Tampa.
You know, he said the match didn't. I guess you could say. I guess it didn't get interesting until, I'm saying, Jack Grealish. I'm not really a Jack Grealish fan.
That was Vim. That was Vim that said that, yeah.
Yeah.
But I am a Henderson fan, and it looked like that's when the pace of play started to change. And you know what I'm saying? Because we already know that, like, Henderson, just like for Liverpool, when he's on the pitch, that, you know what I'm saying, he tries to he controls pace. He can actually, you know what I'm saying, even to the point where he can actually control morale. And, you know what I'm saying, hey, let's get it done. We need to win. And that's what I started to see when, as soon as he hit the pitch. With me personally, I think that, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you always, you know what I'm saying, out of the 10 that's on the pitch with the keeper, minus the keeper, I always think that you should always have 4 vets. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and me personally, I think that your captain should be a vet. But that's another conversation. Right. In this situation, I was thinking that Henderson was going to start. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that he's a threat. Maguire is a threat. You get what I'm saying? It's like those that have that, know that are seasoned and playing, that they're threats. And big Zach, United States is a very, don't get me wrong, they got a talented group of guys, but not when to the point where you know that it's like, you know what I'm saying, if you've been through the ringer before and you've been around the block, you know that, okay, these are the group stages. We need to play conservative, try not to get everybody get a yellow card, or try to stay out of much trouble as you can, because the only thing we need to do, we already, you know what I'm saying, we already beat the brakes, you know what I'm saying, off of Ireland, so we don't have nothing to worry about. So the whole thing,
but they nearly lost the game, bro. They nearly lost.
But the whole thing is that just make the point so we can get to the Sweet 16, so we can go ahead and advance. That's
gamble.
That's just what it looks like. This look like, for every team. That's why we got the Neils and all of that, because it looks like everybody is just trying to make it to the Sweet 16. Now it's a whole bunch of upsets that I was like, wow, Argentina lost a what? And it's like, you know, I was like, oh man, that's like Morocco. Really?
Right, let me introduce someone. We have Ken representing UK. Ken, welcome to the show. We have Kay representing UK. Welcome to the show. Sorry, Mike. They're all United fans, but you get the drift. Mike is an Arsenal fan. Mike is an Arsenal fan.
Wow.
So yeah.
And you moved home. I like your living room. It's pretty cool. I know.
So yeah. So guys, as we've seen, the World Cup has started. It's been great. It's been what the guys who you thought were being the favorites. I want to go jump quickly to Ken. The teams who your favorites, are they doing well? Are they poor? And what have you seen so far? What have you seen that has been boring? What have you seen that has been electrifying? What have you been like, wow, I didn't see that coming?
Yeah, Saudi Arabia has to be the, Saudi
They gave those girls a Rolls Royce each for the victory.
well deserved. Wow, they got the money.
But they might not qualify.
Did they really get a Rolls Royce then?
They did.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes,
Each. They will go down as history, bro.
But you remember when Leicester won the thingy? When Leicester won the league, they all got a BMW i8 when they won the league.
Oh, that really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was 2016.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say
I think
lifetime supply of
it's an
chicken or
Asian
something.
thing, isn't it? Is that it's like not
Yeah.
Asian, it's like Arabian, maybe Asian, yeah. It's an
Right.
Asian thing where they reward they reward with flashy, they reward people with flashy stuff.
What would England get if they won?
Uh
Lifetime supply of fish and chips.
knighthood, that's what it is.
It's gonna be knighthood. It's gonna be knighthood.
They'll all be
Knighthood
called
for all of
sirs.
them.
Now with loads of sponsorship.
Sir Harry Maguire.
Yeah, Sir Harry.
Sir Harry Maguire. Full respect to the name.
Sir
But
Harry Maguire.
I don't think
yeah.
I don't think they're winning this one. I don't think it's this year. From that performance I saw on
No
no,
chance.
mate.
No, they
No
won't.
way.
They won't.
Right.
I mean, the issue with England has always been the midfield. Like when England, when we come against teams that can pass the ball in midfield and control the game and keep possession, it's game over. It's it's a long day.
You said this about the low blocks. You were right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
USA didn't really play low block. They kind of attacked England.
Yeah, but they killed England in the midfield. Midfield was compact. They hassled England. They put them under pressure because that's what you have to do.
But
Put
it's
them under pressure
USA,
in
mate.
midfield. Yeah.
Soccer, as they say, is the number 4 or number 5 sport in the world. England is a religion. It's not even a sport, it's a religion.
Yeah, it is.
These are professional prima donnas, top elite players. They play Champions League. The American players want to be them. And look at these clowns. And this is the guy after the game. I guess you guys ain't as good as you thought. I just said, here's a punch, but have a nice day. He had a few drinks. I don't need no drama.
Let me show you.
He said the truth. Quickly.
I'm sorry,
Mike. You wanted to interject something?
So the whole thing about that is that if you know that, look at the background of each player. The background of each player is just like you said. Like it's really the culture of if you want to say their soccer, what they call soccer. We know it as football. True, the unadulterated, straight, unraw cut. But what they what they call soccer here is, is something that is just a sport for them. Like I'm from the Virgin Islands, we call it football. So and the thing is, like my grandfather's Liberian, British Jamaican, all of that is in my blood. So they say football. That's all I know it as. Here, notice almost the majority, all of their players is coming from a football culture. I mean, think about it. Look at Tyler Adams and Anderson. They play for Leeds United. Yeah. But look where both of their cultures in the deep from. It's not from here. You get what I mean? Tim Weah. Tim Weah's father is Liberian. Look at the
president of Liberia.
Yeah, that the whole team's like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll say like this: 90% of it. So it's like this. So now it's like when they go to make these call ups, they be like, oh, you got to go to the raw deal. You can't, go with a knockoff. So what they do, they go within, even they sometimes even come to the islands to do, we're gonna say scouting. But it's like, no, we might
people who will qualify for USA kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Ken, continue.
Yeah.
So, what have you seen so far, Ken? Are you with the England one, the midfield? I mean, wasn't Declan Rice there? He played, didn't he?
Yeah, but Declan Rice
was rubbish.
Yeah, Chris will tell you Declan Rice is not really a DM. He's more of a centre mid. So yeah, you're right. And he didn't play well at all.
They were horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I got no excuse.
No, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. I mean, the thing is, we can't just be too negative as well because they're still in the competition, right? So yeah, and I see you got the top, so that means you still got your hopes up. So
thanks a lot, Ken. Thanks a lot.
Oh, let's not. But then they've got Ollie as manager as well, the English version of Ollie. I mean, you got players like Foden on the bench. I mean, there's no. I know what he's trying to. Actually, I don't even know what he was trying to say. The excuse, Foden should have come on. There's no. I mean, he's someone that can unlock defenses, someone that can create something out of nothing. You bring in Rashford that does not traditionally can't play against and historically can't play against the low block. I don't know what he was doing because I know USA didn't park the bus, but they didn't
park the bus.
They didn't, no. So they had a base. What they did, they were defending as a unit and attacking as a unit.
That's right. And
when they defend as a unit, Rashford has no space to run into. But you need someone like Foden that can give and go, or like Kay would say, the ball carriers, like Grealish to kind of get, but he came on too late. Gareth needs to learn to change the game, and tactically is very similar to Oli for Man United fans, where you set up a team, and regardless of what's going on in the match, it is that team. We don't make any changes till the 17th minute. It's just, yeah.
But you saw the difference Jack made. You saw the difference when Jack came on. That was
He
the only time
always
they felt
makes a
threatened.
difference. He always makes a difference.
Yeah, he should have started. I mean, yeah, but yeah, the downfall is always going to be the manager and the decisions. Yes, the midfield is not there, but you have to kind of know, you have to understand that and then play to your strengths. But yeah.
Right. Okay. So far, the World Cup has started. What are you enjoying? Any shocks? Any teams that like, oops, nope, or the people you liked, who you're supporting, who your favorites, are they still there? Are they doing well? Have they capitulated? Or have you just seen the whole World Cup like, what the F is going on?
I think the only one, like I said, Argentina, Brazil, obviously France, Germany are the only one that's struggled. But I said it in the other pod that the World Cup, there's always shocks. Right? The teams that you expect to run through, there's always shocks and like preparation. Like Germany got a draw today. Like Malacia, not Malacia. What's his name? The one that was at Chelsea, he was incredible for Germany. But yeah, it's been shocked. Saudi Arabia, Costa Rica in the game early. Well, I didn't even watch the Belgium game. I just saw Qatar like hitting the dugout. And I didn't know they lost to Morocco, to be honest. So then, yeah, Belgium looked like the biggest shock because they're world number 2 at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah. They came third in the last World Cup.
Yeah. What happened to the winger that has the plaits? I mean, Congolese. He was good in the last Euros.
I don't know what's wrong.
He was rapid.
Was it? No. Something I can't remember.
I know you. I know who you're talking. I can't remember his name.
And he was rapid. I don't know what's happened to that guy.
Maybe he didn't make the final cut.
Yeah,
maybe he didn't make the final cut.
The problem with Belgium is the manager. To be, I mean,
and he's still this guy, and he's still
generational talent. Like the team's
manager Martinez, never.
Oh,
sorry,
God.
It's still Martinez, yeah.
He's still there?
It's the manager. He's not good enough.
He ain't gonna win anything.
I mean, you have all these players. Surely you should be able to put together a solid team that can compete. I mean, every time you see them play, there's no pattern, there's no like rhythm. It's just it doesn't look exciting. I mean, they've had all these great players, but can't see any.
Did Lukaku play?
No, he's not played yet. I don't think.
Lukaku did play.
He came on. He came on in the second half, but he didn't do much.
Did De Bruyne play? De Bruyne, did he play?
Yeah, he plays like Chris. Chris would tell you he chokes in big games like Christmas. He chokes in big.
Right, let me welcome Richard to the show. Richard, welcome to the show. Another United fan. Sorry, Michael.
How you doing? You okay?
Yes. Richard, can you slide to your right a bit? Can you slide you? There you go. Better. Okay. A bit more. Just a tiny bit more. All right. There we go. Richard, how are you enjoying the World Cup so far? Anything surprising you? Are your teams you wanted, are they still there? Are they going forward? Are they going backwards? And any team that has made you like, really?
It's still early, but I think Germany have I think they've got a good squad, but they don't have strikers. I think that's going to handicap them. And I also think that Belgium, I don't know why they're ranked number 2. They've not won anything before, so I don't know why they're ranked number 2. That's another story. But Belgium, again, they're coming to the end of their cycle. I think Kay said it in the United group. Players are getting old, and they're not as sharp as there was before. So Hazard, he's had a lot of injuries. De Bruyne's hit and miss in big games, especially in big tournaments. And Lukaku, I mean, he's a great goal scorer for Belgium, but I'm not a big fan of his. And he's out of shape as well, So they've got a lot of factors that are against him. But the team that I've been impressed with the most, it's hard to say. I mean, I did like Brazil in the second half. They've got some very good wide players.
Against Serbia.
Yeah, brilliant wide players. The Portugal versus Ghana game again that was
a very good game.
Very good game. But in terms of surprises, Japan beating Germany, and then there was the Saudis beating Argentina. I think they're the biggest surprises for me.
Right. Let me go back to Vim. Vim, Like you said, Vim, what's the most boring game you've seen? You said did you didn't say
Boring
it was
game.
England game? You said all the nil-nils.
Yeah, they're so boring. I've just forgotten them. I cannot remember.
No, there've been
But
quite a few, which is like
these nil-nils are really dull. But yeah, going back to Ollie Southgate, you know, he chokes.
Ollie
He chokes.
Southgate.
Look, the final was just down 500 meters from my house against Italy,
And he choked.
and we brought on Grealish. I think what was it, in the 70th minute,
Mm.
and that's when we turned the game. That's when the game started to change. I don't know why he takes so long to bring on the most talented players that we've got on the bench, but he's just another Ollie. He doesn't read the game well. He doesn't react. He doesn't see that we're struggling, and he just keeps watching and waiting for something to happen, but it doesn't happen, and the time just runs out. It just disappoints me so much. You know, you want to shout at the screen to say, change it, change it, change it. It doesn't do anything, and I think we're going to miss out if we don't. I don't think we're going to win anything this
So this is not
competition.
coming home. Is that what you're telling me? This is not coming home?
Not under Southgate. Under another manager, yes, because I think we've got a really amazing squad. But not under Southgate, which is really disappointing.
So let me ask any of you guys that. Do you guys think England underestimated USA, Ken?
No, I wouldn't say they underestimated them. I would just say that they because they won.
Yeah, they beat Iran. Iran, USA ain't the
game,
same, kind of.
They knew it was going to be more difficult than Iran, but they just thought, yeah, if we play the same way we played against Iran, would be more than that would be more than enough to win. But then the way the US started, it was, you know, they started in the compact. Yeah, it was compact. Okay, let's see what England huffed and puffed, you know, tried to get the ball going. It just wasn't really working. And then the USA, what they started doing was one-touch passing, like pass the ball, boom, 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 boom. And England was like, oh yeah, we're in a game now. And then in midfield, you know, they were obviously closing down England. You know, didn't let them take too much, you know, get time on the ball and stuff like that. So yeah, I wouldn't say they underestimated them. They just thought, yeah, let's just go out there and, you know, do what we did against Iran. It's a difficult game, but a win. But that's
Okay. What do you think? Do you think England underestimated USA, or you think USA just smarter in terms of tactically?
I think they did. I don't think they expected USA to have as much energy and press as much, but I don't think they underestimated them because England haven't beaten USA for a long time.
They haven't. They haven't.
I just think England looks a bit tired.
Yeah.
They have ideas.
Kane especially looked tired.
Yeah, and I think he's got to rotate a little bit more. Like Ken said, he's like Ollie, man. He waits. Like if he would have conceded, he would have just made loads of changes. Like that game was
exactly.
For half time. Bring on Callum Wilson. Like Kane's got an injury as well, so bring on maybe Wilson, like a Grealish and a Foden, like change it. I even would have changed the formation.
But do you remember the first game?
Do you think he knows how to though?
Yeah,
if he knows how to change the formation in the middle of a game?
Do you remember the first game when Kane got injured and we were 4 goals up? He still delayed on bringing him off.
Do you know why? Because he's the captain and he wants Kane to remember. I think it was
typical Ollie, isn't it? That's exactly what
typical Ollie.
No, not World Cup. When he put Kane on corners, because Kane didn't score, it's like he wants Kane to get a goal and he's forcing.
But if your main striker has got an injury, you rest him. You take him off. The game is won. You've got 2 other good strikers who can come on to replace him. You just let him stay on.
Do you know what it is? It's like, I think Kane's probably telling him, I'm staying on. And, you know, it's like Ollie, when certain players tell him what to do, like,
I think it's bad. I think it's bad management.
I think it's bad management. If you
bad management.
I think it's nepotism. I think he just picks his favorites.
That's it.
I agree with you.
But you need Kane for the later
favorites as well.
Yeah, but you need Kane for the later matches.
Yeah, I agree. But he's not fit.
Why risk him?
He's not fully fit. You can see that. But he likes sticking to a formula. Okay, it's worked for me before. No matter what type of formula
that was Iran. I get it, but still, even Iran, if they had better finished, that game could have been at least 6-3 or 6-4.
Stronger manager, because a stronger manager would have took Kane on, bring Wilson on. Like Wilson's gone there to do what? hold the boots and hold the towels.
Yeah,
Like,
but I
he ain't
think
gonna get no minutes.
I
Unless
think
it's an injury, I don't think he's gonna get any minutes.
I think with Southgate though, like he's got players like Foden. He's technically gifted. You know,
Yeah.
probably England's
Grealish.
most technically gifted footballers. Yeah, Grealish is another one, but I think he prefers to play players that he knows will sort of stop
Keep
them
the
from
ball.
Yeah, not even keep the ball. Stop
McFred
them.
style. He's a McFred style, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. He's a reactive coach. He reminds me of Ollie, you know. So he's
On the
not
Southgate.
exactly. So I
That
think
was funny. Vim, you're something else.
he just doesn't. He doesn't like players that are technical. So you see that Jamal Musiala.
It's just like Ollie, kind of.
yeah, it's like Ollie. But you know Jamal Musiala for Germany. He
Yeah.
could have played for England, but if Southgate was in charge, if this was Southgate, Musiala would have gone to the World Cup.
Yeah, he won't be. It will be in the under 21s.
Exactly. He
Yeah.
doesn't
Let
like
me
those
quickly
type
go
of
to Mike. Mike, you know, you saw the England USA. I mean, too much respect shown to USA or no respect shown to USA?
No, not the USA. I don't think. I mean, I hear everybody's opinion, and I guess it's just I don't. I guess I'm just disagreeing with the process, if you want to say it like that. On when it comes to, I mean, this is the biggest competition, you know what I'm saying, every 4 years when the countries get together and they want to prove that they're the powerhouse of, you know what I'm saying, of FIFA. My whole thing is that at this time in the group stages, everybody wants to try to, I mean, they want to use their own system or whatever, you know what I'm saying, cunning idea.
So they're just going to grind out results, kind of.
Mm-hmm. I do agree with the Harry Kane. I think Kane should have came off immediately after getting that knock on the knee. But you know what I'm saying, but I also thinking that it's like he wants him. I guess it's like this. It's like sometimes you can't take it's like you can't jeopardize the king by just moving the queen around all the time, and sometimes if you mess with the wrong gambit, you won't get your checkmate. So I think that's what Mr. Southgate was trying to prove. But
even the game was literally won at that point. There's no point.
Understandable, but hey, it's like it's almost like every game. I'm an Arsenal fan, so everybody knows that. I can just say this: these two this time, Arsenal and Newcastle. Remember, we was beating their behinds 4-0, and they came back from nothing.
I remember that game. I
I
remember that game.
Yeah.
Tiote
scored.
Yeah, Tiote, I remember.
You know what I mean? And it's anything can happen, and that's like, you know what I'm saying, and that's just me. Although it's like, you know, and it's like I'm gonna see it like that, like all day, every day, especially like I said, in this competition, it's like you want to try to conserve every resource you can. It's like, let's just make it to the group stages. You get what I mean? And like, think about it. Me personally, I think Iran is going to pull out every trick in the book for the United States of America.
That's a big game.
I think they're going to get.
Iran has 3 points. USA has 2 points. Iran need a draw. They're through. I think that gives them 4. USA have to win.
But you're going to see a lot of diving. You're going to see a lot of diving from Iran.
Yes.
A lot.
They will kill that game. It's going to be bloodbath.
One thing we're forgetting as well is that Iran are the best team in Asia.
Yeah, I heard.
I don't know if people realize that, you know, just because they lost 6-2 to England doesn't mean they're actually the best team in the whole of Asia. They won the Asian Cup, so you know they're no slouches at all. So you know you could see
the Iran USA game is going to be very
managers.
So Iran is ranked 20th in the world.
Aren't they managed by Quiros? The Quiros, the manager,
he
used to be United assistant coach. He's a good guy though. He's a quite technically smart to a point. I agree. He managed Real Madrid. I mean, he got sacked, but still, he worked under Sir Alex and took us to the Champions League. So I think
good coach.
He's a good coach. So Iran and USA, that is going to be a do or die game. All Iran needs 1 point. USA needs 3 points.
I think USA will beat them though. If they play like they did against England, I think they'll beat them.
Yeah, but will Iran just sit back?
Yeah, but the thing is, Iran will go all out, and Iran will have the I'll say home advantage because they're in
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, kind of. So they'll have a lot of fans there. And I think they'll be physical as well. They'll come with a physical.
They beat Wales.
Game. So yeah.
Is it over for Wales?
And they've got players playing in Germany. I don't know if you guys know. They've got like 3 players playing. One for Bayer Leverkusen, another for Freiburg. They've got players playing.
Only 2 of their forwards play for Porto.
Exactly. So they've got in Germany, Portugal. Yeah, they've got some good players.
So does England beat Wales? Let me quickly run to Rich. England or Wales?
Yeah, I think England will beat them.
They'll beat Wales.
I don't think Wales have enough in this tournament.
They don't have no depth.
Yeah, England should easily. I won't say easily, but they'll.
You can't see no upset there.
Nah, no chance. No.
Okay, no upset.
Nah, the thing is, Wales. Unless Wales are gonna just be stubborn and try and stop England winning the group, but if they've got any pride, they're gonna come and try and win that game. But they're rubbish, man. They're Wales too old.
So they're gonna just come last in the group, bro.
Ramsey's don't even really play for Nice. Like they're at age, and a lot of the players don't even play. The players he's taken and started, a lot of them are not playing for their clubs.
Oh, shit.
And he's took them, and he thinks that they can.
Because they don't have a lot of resources, though, do they? Wales have never really had a lot of resources.
They've got Daniel James.
Is he playing? He's there, isn't he? He's there. He's in the World Cup.
Does he even start? I don't think he starts. He
started in the game where they drew against USA, though, and they took him off.
He started the last game, but he didn't start the first game, did he?
You think age is caught up with Gareth?
He's playing in America.
He's more talismanic now, Gareth Bale.
You can't play in America and keep at the level of
MLS.
And then Ramsey's gone. They're all in retirement.
And they had that guy from Liverpool.
Calm down.
Who was that guy from Liverpool? The Welsh guy.
Joe Allen, he's injured.
Joe Allen, yeah, he was absolutely awful.
He's a good player.
He used to be good. He used to be good. Not anymore.
He used to be, he was shocking. And so was Bale as well.
They used to call him the Welsh Iniesta, innit? Remember?
So it looks like France already got the ticket to the next day. 6 points, 2 games, 2 points. How will you guys see France?
Remember, Tim, I told you Mbappe, golden boot.
He's the top scorer. He's already got 3 goals.
Mbappe's looking serious, man.
Right.
He is. He is.
So is anyone still look at Vimont, France? 2 games, 6 points. Book the ticket. Thank you very much. They're in seconds. They're in group stage now. I mean,
it could have been us as well. We could have booked our ticket to the quarterfinals or the last 16 if we had won that USA game. If we had played with a bit more flamboyance, taking a bit more of a risk, but it was just very conservatively played, very cautious. I would say from Mr. Ollie Southgate, too cautious.
Say Saudi Arabia win, that gives Saudi Arabia 6 points. Say England draw. England comes second.
England's still through.
Yeah, more or less through to the knockout stages. I think it's safe
to get battered by Wales.
We have to lose by 4 goals or more.
Yeah,
we have to lose by 4 goals or more. Yeah.
I can't see that
happen. Yeah.
Right. So we've seen Germany. I mean, this Germany, they're not an age side, but they don't look like they've improved from the last World Cup. They got knocked down in the group stage last World Cup. It's like circles repeating itself again after 4 years. I mean, Richard, what's your take on Germany now? Because they did say they got a new manager, because they had the previous manager who took them to 2 World Cups. This one they look like they're going the same route.
Yeah, they just don't have enough goals in them. That's the biggest problem. But if you look behind their number 9, their midfield is decent. Defense is really good. Goalkeeper obviously is always is always decent, but they don't have someone who can actually score goals or run behind the opposition defense and score goals. It's just lacking. So I think that's going to be their Achilles heel. But if you look at the actual team, it's actually pretty strong, barring the striker. I think Timo. No, I was going to say, is Timo Werner injured now, or
I think he got injured.
Yeah,
I think he's injured.
Yeah,
he's always injured.
Yeah. So they're going to struggle. It's going to be. I'm 50-50 as to whether or not they'll come out of their group. I'm 50-50.
So you're seeing Germany not going to the next stage because you have Japan,
Costa Rica,
Spain, and Costa Rica. Costa Rica shocked Japan. That I didn't see coming. After being France. When you beat France 7-0, I would have thought mentally your morale's down. But they came back to beat Japan, who beat Germany. So it's like, what the hell?
I think Germany might just edge it, just about. I don't know how, but it's going to be tough for them.
I think they'll beat Costa Rica. I kind of
Yeah,
just feel they'll beat Costa Rica.
I think they will too.
Yeah.
I think they will. And did you guys see that the Wigan looking striker? What's his name again? He looks so English. The guy that scored today for Germany.
That's for
Germany.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He looks. I was like, is this guy from Wigan Athletic or something? He looks like the Championship striker. But he's good. Nicholas Fulkrog is called. Yeah, Nicholas Fulkrog. He's from the Championship, you know. Yeah, they brought him from like the Championship. Yeah,
that's a dream come true, bro.
Yeah, but I think he's given more than Thomas Muller. Over the last
old. He's age. I'm surprised he's still there.
He hasn't even had a shot on target. Yeah, so
I think some of these countries are just taking players with name and okay, you've done it before. You know, I get it. Experience is definitely needed. I get it. But Thomas Muller, I don't think he's got anything left. I really don't think he got. Especially that team.
But he's good to have in the squad, but maybe not start. Because,
is this guy still the goalkeeper?
No, Neuer's not there anymore.
No, Neuer's not there.
He is.
He's still there. He's still in goal.
So did he? Oh, Sugar, yeah, he is.
He is there. I saw him concede
the goal against Japan. Neuer's the number one. Yeah, he played.
Yeah, I forgot he's still there.
He's still there. He's done 3 World Cups or 4 now. This is what I'm saying. The teams are aging, but they're not accepting. Right, let's quickly go to Portugal. Vimo, Portugal, Ghana. Did you see that game?
I did not. No, I did not see that game.
It was a very good game. I mean, I thought Ghana came back. When you thought Ghana dead, they came back. Just when you put them down again, they come back. Richard, Ken, did any of you watch that game, Anthony?
Not
Mike?
Yeah, it was good. Probably the best game for me so far.
Portugal, Ghana.
Yeah. I missed it. I didn't watch that one, but I'm looking forward to the next one.
So Ghana will now have to play. Ghana plays Uruguay.
Ooh.
Portugal now play Korea.
Uruguay are gonna beat them, man.
Uruguay and Korea play 0-0. They play 0-0.
Yeah, I think that's.
I can't see Ghana winning a game. I'm sorry to say.
But I could see them upsetting. I mean,
they could probably get.
I could see them beat. I could see them getting a result against Korea. Either a draw or
but not a win.
No.
A draw, yes, but not a win. I can't see them beating Korea because I don't know. This is what we were talking about in the United Group. The African teams in the World Cup. It's just things like lack of concentration, like positioning,
finishing has been poor.
Just do the basics right, and at least take it from there, right? Because just do the basics.
So Ghana has lost.
Wondering about leaving positions, anticipating the wrong thing, and making mistakes. It's just, and that would be the downfall for the African teams.
For what team?
I saw Senegal against Qatar. It was all right, but Qatar, I mean, it's Qatar. They did try. Senegal. I was happy Qatar got 1 goal, so they celebrated like they scored 20 goals. But it was beautiful to see them score a goal. But Senegal had enough to put them. It was 3-1. It was a good game, but I don't think Senegal are gonna get. I don't think they're gonna beat Ecuador. I can't see that happening. I don't think them.
And Valencia. Remember when he was at West Ham?
Yeah, he's serious.
He's the top man there, man. He's the top man.
Remember when he was at West Ham? He was at West Ham.
Yeah.
He's the top man for Ecuador. I mean, I saw Ecuador and who's the other team in the group? So it's Ecuador, Qatar, Senegal. Who's the 4th team in that group, that country?
Let me just check quickly.
Because I saw
Netherlands, Holland.
Holland, yes.
Yeah, Holland were horrible.
Yeah.
Jesus. Have any of you guys seen Netherlands play this World Cup?
It's Van Gaal, isn't it?
Van Gaal, man.
Oh my days! Against Ecuador, they were horrible. I
watched the first half, and then the second half, I fell asleep.
When Gabko scored like 7 minutes in. After that,
bring him to United.
They just shut the game down. And Ecuador just kept coming and coming. Could have been. They had 2 goals disallowed. Could have been at least 3-1. Netherlands should be lucky to leave that game with a result. They were horrible. I'm sorry. That team's not going to go far of this. I'm sorry. Netherlands will not go.
You know what? Some people had them down as dark horses for the competition.
Yeah, but they're not even scoring. I mean,
I can't see it.
They're scoring shot shop. They're just scoring shot shop. Like, come on, break us down. That's the game. The next game is going to be against Qatar, which I mean, obviously,
Yeah, it's a walkover. Isn't
that's
it?
a walkover. So they're in the next group stage. They're already through. So it's going to be Ecuador. I think Ecuador, Netherlands going through. I cannot see Senegal getting through that group. I'm sorry. I think Netherlands and Ecuador going through to that next stage.
Yeah,
It's just unfortunate. Netherlands are boring. I mean, that's the most boring game I've seen. The 2 games Netherlands have played, and the England
It's the
game.
coach, isn't it? LVG.
It is sad, but you will think like, bro, you're gonna learn something different. Come on now.
His managers are stubborn.
He brings on the pie, 20 minutes to go, with no supplies to supply him with any ammunition. That's it. That's his game. Just run around, draw the defenders around. But I tell you who's still playing. The guys to play for our central defense. What's this guy's name? I was surprised. He's still playing.
There. He's still
Blind.
He's all right for them, yeah.
Oh, even with his heart condition, he's still playing.
Yeah.
He's still playing, yeah.
At the highest level.
He was a good player for us, man.
He was. He played. He partnered Smalling. Didn't he partner Smalling back in the day?
Remember when they were saying that he's too small, but him and Smalling were quite solid. They're quite solid for a while.
So, Mike, did you see Argentina, Mexico?
Well,
That was a game.
That was yesterday, wasn't it?
It was kind of. I want to say it was
Predictable or not predictable?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I didn't think that it would have been that Argentina would have a problem with them. Like I said, they still play conservative. They didn't know. I don't think that Argentina went all out. And the thing is, they had fire under their feet because they had to win. If not,
they had to win. They could not lose that game. They needed 3 points.
I think that and I think that's like I said, the same mentality for all the teams and the managers is that they're playing too conservative and making big mistakes was going to actually That's what I think is actually happening. And that's the same thing like it said with the African teams. I think there's a lot of quality in the teams.
I saw Cameroon destroy Switzerland. Could not finish.
But it's concentration.
And I think although nobody's going to agree with me, I think Senegal is going to actually advance.
You got to remember, Senegal ain't Mane's not there, so that has really put the damper in their plans. Mane is not with Senegal. Remember,
totally understand, but I mean, you still have, like I said, I want to say if you look at their gameplay, they have like Netherlands. They played the Netherlands. Netherlands like with the brothers. I think it's Brother K, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
it's supposed to be like the dark horses. It's like Netherlands can play better.
They can, but I can't see it.
But that's what. But because they play.
So you're thinking most of these teams are just tactically just trying to grind result and move to the next stage. But they're making mistakes, and I mean Mexico, Argentina, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I mean think of like who would you think? It's like Japan, really? Who you think Japan? It's like, and this is gonna sound real jacked up, and I shouldn't say this, but I mean everybody is about like 5'2". You know what I mean? Even though that's, you know what I'm saying? It's like
But they are very fast. They are quick. They are
durable. They're a durable team, man.
Yeah,
they run a lot.
A bullet is fast, but if you're not accurate, you ain't hitting nothing.
But see now, after beating Germany, they lose to Costa Rica. I could like really. Costa Rica, who just got hammered 7 by Spain. Jesus.
See, that says a lot. I mean, think of that. Like I said, that says a lot. It's like you're being too like, oh, let me do this, put it like move this way, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other, and making a lot of mistakes, and then the other team capitalize on it. And now it's to the point where like, oh, now we got fire under our hands. I mean, Lord, forgive me, we got fire under our feet. No, it's like fire under our feet. We have to win this match. If not, then we gotta go. We're gonna be packing our bags and going home. And that's exactly what it's going to be now. Like, think about when the Sweet 16 starts, everybody gonna pull out every trick in the book. It's gonna be like somebody. Like, think about when was that year that Iniesta got kicked right dead in the chest by De Jong from
De Jong? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't it 2010? Was that 2010?
2010.
Yeah, 2010. Yeah.
And he only got a yellow.
That should have been a straight red.
They still went on to win the World Cup.
Yeah, that was on Alonso, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Spain won it, isn't it?
They won the World Cup that year.
Yeah.
When what's your
Spain
boy
won
had
it.
the
That was
one-on-one
in
and
South Africa,
flushed his chance. What's his name? The left winger who played for he used to play for Bayern Munich. He played for Chelsea.
Oh.
One-on-one with the
Schürrle.
No. No. He played for Chelsea under Mourinho, the first Mourinho time. Then he now went to Bayern Munich.
Robin.
Oh, you're talking about Michael Carrick.
Robin.
One-on-one with Spain to finish the game and win World Cup for Holland. This guy fluffed his chances. Bloody hell, mate. They've been to 3 finals and lost all 3 of them. Holland. Right. So now, is Brazil still the favorite, Vim?
Maybe. But I got a question for you, actually, for all of you guys. Should be quite easy to answer. Two managers that have really stood out for you, for the national teams, and 2 that are has-beens that should be gone, that should not be managing the countries. Or if you can't name 2, just name 1.
I would say that who stood out for me, I would say the Japanese coach has stood out for me. Tactically, his performance against Germany was fantastic. But what he did against Costa Rica, I don't know what he did. Maybe he rested players because the way the intensity, they were down against Germany, but turned up, pulled 2 goals back with intensity. The goalkeeper was fantastic, but they lost to Costa Rica. Like, what's that about? See, the worst manager so far is LVG to me. He's horrible. This is his 3rd time managing the country. 3rd time. Please, no one else. He has this guy beside him, Edgar Davids.
His team looks lifeless, doesn't it? It's like how we were when he was at Man United, just lifeless.
But I tell you what, he still has his clipboard.
Yeah.
Was he not doing
Louis Van Gaal Army.
All right, next person. Ken, what do you think?
Yeah, so I think the manager that needs to go has to be Roberto Martinez. I mean, he's been there for about 64 years, and every time I see Belgium, all I see is a bunch of individuals with great talent, and these players always do well for their clubs. But when it comes to Belgium, it's like De Bruyne looks like he plays for Kidderminster Harriers or something like that. Yeah,
I haven't heard that in a long time.
He talks the talk, Roberto, but he doesn't walk the walk. I mean, any organized team that Belgium comes up against, they always lose. So that's one. The second one has to be what's his name again? LVG. LVG's he's, and if there's a third, it's Southgate. The most impressive manager has to be I'd say Luis Enrique. The team that he's got there, they look sound. They look very, very sound. They look very, very sound, and they know what they're doing. That combination of Gavi and Pedri midfield, the Barcelona midfield, they know, and with Busquets as the DM, really impressive. But then another one as well is Tite, Brazilian manager. He knows, like you can tell,
that's
like
the manager.
He has a blueprint. He has a blueprint for every single game. He knows who to bring on. He knows where to put the players. The team. You can see the cohesion. Everyone's just playing well. Like they're playing as a team.
I was impressed with Casemiro against Serbia.
Casemiro again, world class.
That's a general there, right? That's a general.
And the Polish manager, I like him as well. Is it's very good. They haven't conceded a goal, Poland.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Haven't conceded a goal. They've
got how many points have they got now? They got 4 points.
Yeah, they got 4 points.
Got 4 points.
No goals conceded. So that manager is a dangerous manager. So just keep an eye on Poland with Lewandowski as well.
Okay.
Yeah, my standout manager is Tite, the Brazil manager. After what happened to Brazil in that World Cup, when they got humiliated by Germany, he turned them around, and they look solid. Like he's playing players that are best for the team. Like Jesus would normally, most managers will normally start Jesus. But Richarlison's not scored a league goal for Tottenham, and he looks hungry.
He looks hungry.
And then people like Fred are now on the bench. You got the Paulette. Is it Paqueta?
Paqueta.
Yeah, he's starting, but he's playing the players that are right
Good
for
for
this
the team.
He's not going with the tried and tested. So yeah, he looks good. And then obviously Edison's on the bench. You got Alisson starting. LVG's the one that I think he's just there for a payday, isn't it?
You stink the place up, mate.
No one else wants the Holland. I think Holland's a job that no one really wants at the moment. They haven't really got any.
They haven't got any new coaches coming out.
Yeah.
Maybe Eric Ten Hag will take it when he leaves United.
They haven't got
That's
no
like you're talking 20 years.
They haven't really got any exciting players coming through. So I'll just go with those two.
Okay, Richard.
Martinez definitely is the one that is disappointing me. I mean, Belgium, with all that talent, that generation's been wasted. I'm sorry.
It's true, you know.
The person who appointed Martinez should be locked up in jail because really
I'll be harsh.
I just don't know why he hasn't been sacked after all the failures.
Exactly.
But think about it. If you go back, they say he came third.
Yeah, he got to a semi-final.
Yeah, when the goal gets tough.
I think that's what's kept him in the job. That's what kept him in the job. And then did he win the Nations League? I think that's what.
No, he's not won anything. They lost in this final or something. Or
they came second again.
Yeah, he's not won anything. Okay? He's not won anything. So Martinez definitely
very Spursy.
Well, very, very. With all the talent that he's got. Another coach that I've been disappointed with. I mean, LVG, his football's horrible, but I think I can still see him getting to at least the quarterfinals. I don't know why.
I know, right? That's the bad thing about it. He will bore you to death, but he will grind you on 1-0, 2-1.
Yeah, and Holland
that's how he won the FA Cup.
Like Kay said, they haven't got any real players that are coming through that you think, oh wow,
Gap Cup.
But you're
not impressed. You're not impressed.
No, he'll score goals, but when you actually look at him play, there's nothing that actually
nothing stands out, does it?
Yeah,
I was thinking he's very tall and gangly.
He's another. Yeah, I think
he's about 6'2" or 6'3".
Yeah, if he's a number 9, possibly it could work. It could be effective, but there's nothing that makes me think, wow, this player is great. But you never know.
I've never really seen him play. Is he like a Dirk Kuyt, or is Dirk Kuyt better?
No, he ain't that. He's more. He plays further up.
Oh, he's a Dutch Rashford. He plays on the wings, but he's a forward. But
he's a forward. He's a bit like Henry. You know when Henry started, that's how he is. Right. But he's not on that level yet. No.
Yeah. He's got he's a 2-footed player. He can score. He's got the left shot.
Yeah.
Good shot, right foot.
Is he like Pulisic then? Like Pulisic?
No, he's not as technical as Pulisic.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
He's not. Honestly, I've seen him play about 6-7 times now. He's not impressed. But he does.
I've not been impressed. I haven't been. I have not been impressed. I've seen him a couple of times.
He's got a very good scoring record. That's the way.
Goals and assists, he's good. He's another stat padder. Coach Tite, brilliant. He utilizes the squad very well. The midfield is solid. Casemiro on there looks assured. I like how he uses his wide players like Vinicius.
Yeah, Vinicius is really good.
And if Rafinha's not playing well, he's got options on the bench.
Got Anthony.
He's got Anthony there. He's injured for the next game though. But if Neymar gets injured, he's got options there. Richarlison, he's transformed when he plays for Brazil. The defense is solid. And what I like about Brazil this time around is they've got them old school, skillful Brazilian players.
Yes.
We've been lacking that for a number of years now,
because they're playing too much European style.
Exactly, very European and functional. But now you've got that typical Brazilian flair that's in there. So
Joe Bonito, is it? What did they used to call it?
Joga Bonito, yeah.
Yoga Bonito.
Yoga Bonito. So yeah, definitely Tite. Southgate, again, he's another waste of space with all that talent. But I would say Martinez probably should be the one to go.
Who's the current Wales manager?
What's his name? She used to play for Watford.
Yeah.
I used to get him on Championship Manager. That's the only reason I remember it.
Damn, that's
2 players. I used to get him on 99 Championship.
Let me bring in Mike.
I guess I will say I guess Martinez, it was a disappointment. I thought he would have been when he first got appointed. I thought he was a good I want to say a good appointment, but Nah, I hope he does. If he does get sacked, at least give Terry Henry to be able to step up
It
and
wasn't
That
Henry's
would be good,
assistant.
wouldn't it? That would be
Only
great.
be a shock.
Henry's the
Is Henry
assistant.
still his assistant?
Yeah.
Exactly. And
I think
that would give him an opportunity to, to shine. Although he did mess up at Morocco it was still. But also I want to Greg Berhalter. I'm not impressed. And I
That's
think
USA manager, right?
Yep, and I think that's the main. And I think because of he's not very. Yes, he's diversified with we're gonna say with the players, but we're gonna say system with technical aspect. No, he's not.
I mean, do they have enough to be technical? I mean, they have Timothy Weah, who's okay, but he's what, 21, 20?
Yeah,
He's still young, has to learn his grassroots. They don't America don't have a lot of great players. They just have players who just know how to
think
have
about
energy.
it. Because what happened is they suffocate that. It's like you're gonna play. It's like play our way, or you gonna get. You know what I'm saying?
They don't allow you and they don't allow you to enhance your skills. It's like pass and move, pass.
Joe Cole and players like that. Just run and track back. Stop doing
and
yeah.
And Biggs, like one of the managers that I am impressed with is Cisse for Senegal. I think that, you know what I'm saying, that like I said, we got a lot to. I mean, we got a lot to. You know what I'm saying. Still some state group stage on play left, and I think we're going to see a lot come from Senegal. Although, you know what I'm saying, and regardless of the placement, they still have a way to make it, and I think that he's going to be the answer for them to make it through.
I see no one has mentioned the French manager, Deschamps. Everyone's expecting to do well. That's why no one's said anything.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think they could retain this World Cup without Ben? Without
I was going to. The midfield looks weak.
Yeah,
weak.
Yeah. No much on Mbappe. I think he's looked good though. Dembele's not going to make. I think since he's got the pay cut, Dembele looks like a different player. I don't know if it's because of the pay cut, because he's not getting injured anymore and he's producing. Maybe he's just.
They still got Giroud. Remember? Yeah, they got Giroud. They got Mbappe. They got Griezmann.
Spain or Brazil will dominate that midfield. They'll dominate that midfield.
So Spain, you think France have enough to retain the World Cup?
The defense ain't great either. Who got injured the other day? Was it?
Varane played. Didn't Varane play? He played yesterday.
He came on. Did he not come on as a sub?
Varane. Did he come on as a sub yesterday?
Oh, no. Thuram came on as a sub. Yeah, Varane started. And then he came off.
Okay. How did he play? Was he good?
Yeah, he's all right.
It didn't show any signs of injury? Because that's our Rolls Royce there.
Well, I think what we're forgetting as well, because this World Cup's in winter, everyone's still experimenting with what works, what doesn't work. So I think teams are getting fatigued when they were expecting to, and the preparation is going to be different. So I think in the last games, there's going to be more shocks. So I think that's going to throw a lot of curveballs.
Right. Bim, France to retain? You don't think they can retain?
I'm not sure about France yet. No, I'm not entirely sure. I've got a feeling it's going to be Brazil, Spain in the final. I've got a feeling it could go that way.
Brazil, Spain in the final.
Spain, they nullified Germany very easily.
Is that because Germany are not good enough, or Spain were just so superior?
Germany are also not as good as they used to be. They don't. I mean, yes, I don't really know a lot of their players. Richard, you might. But they just look very bang on average. And there's no midfield maestro. They're clearly missing someone of Toni Kroos's caliber.
Kroos retired, didn't he?
He retired from the Germany squad,
yeah. They're missing Kroos massively.
Yeah, but they've never replaced him. They need a midfield maestro. Look at Modric, 37 years old.
Still running that Croatian midfield.
That's something to talk about. What about Croatia?
Croatia is another dark horse. Yeah, they've drew their first game, but I won't write them off.
Yeah, they were very impressive today. Really, I mean, yeah.
I didn't see the game there
today. Croatia looked good, man.
So, Richard, French to retain the title or no?
No, the midfield is lacking, and I think Kante and Pogba's combination You know, they don't really lose with them two playing, but because they're out now, it's going to be quite difficult. Obviously, Mbappe is the key guy, but I don't think it's enough to sort of carry them through to win another title.
Right. Ken, French to win French to retain.
No, yeah, I agree with what the guys have said. I think it would just be too much of an ask for Rabiot in midfield. He just looks lanky and
that guy's a clown.
He's played all right.
And we wanted to sign him. I'm serious.
He's done all right, but he hasn't played against top opposition, and you can just see it when he comes against top opposition. He'll Chouameni. I think is that how you say Chouameni?
Yeah.
He's a DM. He's not going to keep that creativity and that ball, ability to pass the ball and keep the ball moving. He's not your guy. He's not that guy. And
the mother said before the World Cup that her son is going to be the one to dictate because she knew Pogba wasn't in. She said since Pogba and Kante not playing, that her son would be the one conducting affairs. So I just want to see, okay, how good has he been this season? How good has he played so far? I've not watched him.
He's not.
Has he done well?
Apparently, he's been doing okay for Juventus, but Juventus is 7th, so that tells you.
Juventus are struggling, bro. Juventus are struggling in the Serie A. So if he's doing well in the struggling team, there's a problem there.
Yeah, right. So Rabiot is not the guy to move.
To move France to the next level.
No chance, no. And Griezmann, his levels falling off.
Wow. So it looks like it looks like Brazil's still the favorites. Argentina, they've come back from the dead. Messi brought them back from the dead yesterday. No? Wow.
I don't know why they didn't start Martinez in the first game.
Yes, he made some.
Otamendi starting and Martinez. He was a sham at City. Like, I don't know what's going on there.
It's
1 centimeter. He's 1 centimeter taller. That's why.
That's cold. Vim, that's just cold. That's just cold.
I'm not convinced about Argentina. I'm not convinced.
You're not convinced with Argentina?
I think they're dark horses. I won't. Yeah, I wouldn't write.
Would you write them off? Ken, you look like you're not good. You can't write Messi and his crew off.
No, you can't. You can't, because when you got Martinez in there, he gives you that assurance in defense. And I like that Benfica guy, the guy that scored the second goal.
That was a great finish.
Yes, he looks really good. He looks really good.
Do you think England's
and
best squad?
Argentina coming into this competition? Yes, they lost to Saudi Arabia, but they won 36 games.
That's why I was shocked they lost to Saudi Arabia.
No, not 36 games in a row, but 36. They went 36 games without defeat. Yeah. So all it takes is, people have lost the first game and still gone on to win the World Cup.
Yeah, so it's happened.
They're a funny team, but whether they'll win it is still. I'm not saying they will, but I wouldn't write them off. Just like Germany, I wouldn't write Germany off as well.
Germany,
I think Germany's finished. They're not going to go.
This
squad is unimpressive.
Hansi Flick.
Isn't he the highest paid manager in this?
Germany's only got 1 point. They need to beat Costa Rica, which I can see them doing.
Yeah, I think they'll.
If they don't, they didn't come out of the group.
Germany are playing really slowly. Have you not noticed that? They're very slow. They're very apprehensive.
That's what I'm saying. They're just not the Germany we know them to be.
If they start, what's his name, Sane against Costa Rica, and Sane plays going him and Musiala. Yeah,
I don't know why Götze does not play, because he's that sort of player that will. I don't know if he's got it in him anymore.
Didn't he score the winner in 2014?
Yes.
Yeah, he scored the winning goal against Argentina 2014 World Cup. Yeah.
He did.
So he's come back for another World Cup. Excuse me. Okay. But
I also think Argentina is very beatable. I think England's best squad could be Argentina. Current
Argentina.
They're
very compact.
Go on, K.
I'm not impressed with Argentina.
Could beat Argentina because the defense ain't good enough. England's defense. See what happened to Harry Kane. Not Kane. Maguire had a good game, but you see that one time where it's 1-on-1. The guy Messi. We can make Messi against Stones and Harry Maguire. Nah, it's a wrap.
We got to understand, Messi isn't what he used to be. He doesn't run as much as Yeah, he just tried to feed.
Yeah. But the thing is, Argentina will play three at the back with
Yeah.
Lisandro Martinez, Montero, and Otamendi. You can't get, but yeah, England will struggle to get past that. And in midfield as well, they got butchers. You know,
but if you play a two-striker system and you get one to occupy Martinez, then you've got a way in.
Yeah, but you got Otamendi.
I think Otamendi is not. He's not rated. They're not good. They're not good centre backs.
Yeah, Otamendi is not. He's gone past his best, but he can still do a job in a knockout.
And if you notice as well, everything is flowing through Messi, and Messi's giving the ball up a lot.
Yeah,
he's losing the ball.
Because they're rushing him to make the pass quick.
He doesn't have any pace.
Mexico were poor yesterday. I mean, the first goal, that keeper should have seen that coming. It was a bit far out.
Yeah, it should have saved
terrible.
You.
Second goal, okay. The first one, like, really, but
that Fernandez guy, that was a finish.
Yeah.
So Argentina to the next stage, Vim.
They could get through, but I don't think they're going to go. They're not going to. Well, I don't know. If they do get through, I don't think they're going to go very far. From what I've seen of Argentina, very unimpressive. Not like the Argentina of old.
I think that the authorities will. I think they'll get far. I think
Argentina.
I think they're going to have a lot of decisions made for them.
So, Rich, you're saying Argentina quarterfinals at least, minimum?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't think they'll win it, but with this guy Martinez in defense, he brings so much assurance.
Yes,
right.
He does. And he's like, he brings confidence to the back line, so it's going to be tough for the opposition.
Right.
It makes you wonder why they didn't start him in the very first
Saudi
game.
Arabia.
Yeah,
it's bizarre.
It's just bad
If
defense.
he's that, we know how good he is, but the manager didn't pick him, which I find really strange.
Ken, Argentina quarters minimum.
If they get out of the group, they can get to the quarters and maybe semi-finals. But yeah, like the guys have said, I don't think they'll win. If they come against Brazil or even Spain, I think they'll struggle.
Do you think they could beat France?
Yeah, I think they can beat France. Yeah, I think Argentina will beat France. Yeah.
Okay.
Because what they'll do against France is just sit deep. And that's what they do. They sit deep and then they hit you on the break. And
I don't think they can cope with Mbappe's pace.
That's what I'm saying. They'll sit back.
Yeah, but
they'll sit back. So 2 banks of 4, and he won't have space to run into.
That's not the Argentina way, though, is it?
No, they're like to.
That's why they haven't lost in 36 games. That's why
I think France will beat Argentina very convincingly. I think France will beat Argentina.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Argentina to quarters or beyond.
I think they've got to finish second in this group to go through. Because if they win, actually, let me see what you say. I think they've got to win the group. Sorry, because if they finish second, they're playing France. France will struggle them.
Oh dear.
Wow.
That'll be early exit.
They've got to win the group. Otherwise, if they meet France,
win the group. So
you think so? Okay, you think they'll beat France will beat them as well if they get.
Yeah. If they meet each other, I think France will beat them, man.
Okay.
Like Giroud with the set pieces and Mbappe. I mean, if France play,
they might just have a bit more for Argentina, though. I think they might have too much attacking options than Argentina. I think it'll be a tie. It'll be like a 3-2 kind of game. But I think France will edge them because of the pace. They have the set pieces of Giroud in the air. I think midfield-wise, they'll probably lose the midfield to Argentina, but attacking-wise, I think France just have a bit more options. Griezmann, Mbappe, and Giroud's aerial ability. That guy's still really good in the air. You have to have an Otamendi literally on him, which he won't be.
It's an interesting one. We'll see. I mean, they've got to get out of the group first anyway.
Because Dembele and Mbappe, and they still got Coleman as well. They've got options. They can change it up. Whereas with Argentina, they haven't really got anything on the bench to change it.
Alvarez, the Man City guy. Alvarez.
Yeah, Alvarez. Yeah. Exactly.
Has he come on yet in any games?
Yeah. He hasn't been starting, but he's been
Let me bring in Mike. Mike, Argentina to the quarters.
Yeah, they'll make it through. Possibly give France a run for their money. But like I said, I still feel like this for every team, and I guess you could say it's like any given Sunday. anybody. It's like it's still too early to. Still really too early to call it because it's like I said, everybody's playing. It's look like everybody got the same mindset. Let's just make it to the group stages. I know that sounds like a broken
That's
record
true.
for me,
Yeah.
but the whole thing is that that's what I see. I'm like, wow, why? It's like you're telling me you're running a. Why would you run a 4-4-2 when you can do a 4-3-3 and transition from a 5-3? You know what I'm saying? When you start thinking like that and be like, most of the time they would do this in like with Argentina. Like I mean,
If Saudi beat Mexico, I'm just saying, Saudi wins the group. Kind of, they get 6 points.
But think about it. That's a possibility that actually can come down to, especially when the sword gets hot. It's like, you know what I mean? That is. I guess that would change like you know what I'm saying, the we're gonna say like the tempo of the whole competition itself. I mean, look at these, like we was talking about Argentina.
Because Argentina need to beat Poland.
That nature, yeah.
Can they beat Poland? That's the last game. Poland have got 4 points.
That could go either way.
Argentina have got 3. Saudi Arabia have got 3.
Mexico's
got 1.
Be going now.
That's
Argentina could be knocked out.
Yeah, if they lose to Poland, they're out.
I mean, like think about USA and Iran.
And if Saudi Arabia get a point against Mexico, Argentina's out because Saudi Arabia get 4 points.
Mexico. The only way that Argentina will go through is if Saudi Arabia and Mexico draw. Yeah.
Right. Would you give Saudi Arabia 4 points?
Oh yes.
Because remember, Saudi already got 3.
Oh, wow.
Saudi have a negative goal difference. Argentina's got a positive goal difference.
So Saudi have to beat Mexico to qualify, literally, to guarantee themselves a space out. They got to beat Mexico. And Poland, if Poland beat Argentina, which I can see that game just being a draw. I can see a 1-1.
Wow. Did Mexico draw their first game? I think they
Mexico drew with Poland 0-0.
Poland, yeah.
Okay, so they've got a chance to go through as well. So Mexico can still go. They can all still go through, right?
And Mexico, if Mexico beat Saudi Arabia, they'll get 4 points.
Which they can do.
If Poland beat Argentina, it'd be Mexico and Poland going through. It's goal difference comes down to. Yeah. But I really want Saudi to go through. I'm just rooting for Saudi.
I think this World Cup's been normally by 2 games. I think it's only
you could see, yeah.
After 2 games, you could kind of see, but
normally you've got a few teams that are already through, but it's only France really that are through, that won both games, and everyone else is sort of alive.
50-50.
Well, Brazil have only played 1 game.
I think they play on Monday or Tuesday.
The 2 groups that haven't played 2 games, but yeah, I think there's only 1 team that's definitely out, isn't it? I think it's
Qatar out.
Qatar, yeah.
First in, first out.
Canada's out, isn't it?
Yeah, Canada's out.
They've lost 2 games.
Canada, today, they lost a game, yeah. But normally it'd be a lot more. But yeah, it's this time of year, and like I was saying earlier, like the conditions, the heat, we don't know if it's going to affect people. It's the middle of the season, and like Mike was saying, everyone's just doing enough to get through. I think when you see the last 16. I think that's when you'll see who's the real deal, because I don't think you'll be able to depend it on like attack. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Anyone got any questions? Question time. Anyone got questions?
I said we all should just make a prediction of who we think is actually going to win it all, and when we come back together, you know what I mean.
We'll come back for the group stage.
Yeah.
When the group stage starts.
Right.
Yeah, that's.
I'm still going with Brazil.
Brazil, same. Brazil and Mbappe to be the top goal scorer.
Mbappe to be the Golden Boot winner. What if Argentina knock them out in the group stage? Then Mbappe will only have. But this World Cup, it is a bit bizarre, I must say. Japan can still qualify if they beat Spain. Which I don't see though. I can't see them beating Spain.
They could give a shock to Spain, you know.
Yeah,
but it's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely, but Japan's that sort of team that.
You see, you have this game. You have these teams that won the first game, lost the second game. Now have to win the third game. So it's just kind of like you can't. Yeah. So next week is gonna be really, really tough. Really
The
tough.
fatigue. It'll be interesting to see what teams are suffering fatigue.
Oh, Ghana playing South Korea next, not Uruguay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it Ghana? Is it Uruguay they play next? Or South
No,
Korea?
South Korea tomorrow.
With Ghana.
Tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, so Uruguay playing Portugal then?
So
Yes,
Uruguay
Uruguay
playing
playing
Portugal.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I
that's a
think
tough
that'll
one.
be a draw.
I could see a draw there. But
Mm.
Cavani, I saw him
Which
turning
game
up.
draw? Portugal and Uruguay draw.
Yeah.
I want Ghana to
That could go either
revenge.
way.
Ooh,
I want Ghana to
I
revenge
think
what
Uruguay
Uruguay did
might
to
do
them.
him, you know.
I think that.
Your boy Charles Darwin, Richard.
What do you say, Ken? Ken, what do you say?
Charles Darwin may surprise a few people tomorrow.
He might sneak in
Darwin
that Portuguese
Nunes.
defense. Did you see the Portuguese goalkeeper at the very last minute? He dropped the ball down. The
Yeah,
Ghanaian guy.
you know.
Did you see Ronaldo's reaction?
Well, United were linked to him, weren't they?
Yeah.
The Diego Costa guy, Diogo
The
Costa.
Porto guy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, he's meant to be good. Meant to be very good, but supposed to be good.
Cavani and
Well,
Suarez are still there. I hope Ghana can revenge what Uruguay did to them in 2014 when the ball's gone in and Suarez put his hand up.
Yeah. Against Ghana, isn't it?
Yep.
That's why Ghana he hit the bar.
And he now hit the post when the penalty came.
Was that South Africa? That was South Africa, yeah.
That was that's 2014. 2014.
No, it wasn't South Africa. Was it
That was in 2014
South
was
Africa,
Brazil.
2010.
It was. Oh yeah, it was South Africa. Yeah, 2010. 2010.
Was it
he went-
2010?
Ghana probably would have
Yeah,
won it.
when
That long ago?
Asamoah Gyan was there. Yeah.
He messed
Wow.
up that. No, Jen.
How's Cavani played when he came on? Does anyone see
It
it?
was all right. He was making space. He did okay. He did
I
okay.
didn't
But
watch the-
South Korea were just was it North Korea or South Korea now?
South Korea.
They were nullifying any move. They're quick. Song played well.
I remember,
He was he's the
Remember
talisman. Song played well. He's
the
the
whole
talisman.
back five's called Kim. The defenders and the keeper, they're all called Kim, innit?
It's
No one
difficult.
said the top player, they're solid.
Kim. It seems to be a common name.
Kim.
But what's his name? Song. He's wearing a mask on his face. He's got. I don't know. I think he had an injury.
Fractured cheek. I think he broke his cheekbone.
Right. Okay. Right, gentlemen. Any questions? But it seems like we're all gonna have to wait till the quarters, the knockout stages, to see who's in and who's out. What about Qatar? I think it's over. I think it's done. I think Qatar done. Sad,
Yeah,
but it is reality. I think Canada are done, but they're going to be part of the hosting the next World Cup because it's going to be Mexico, Canada,
Well,
USA.
actually, Tim, actually. Have you not found it with Qatar? Like, obviously, all the stuff about the drinking, the humanitarian situation. Have you found it? Have you enjoyed it? Have you watched much stuff on it? It seems like they've been quite hospitable.
I think they've been quite, in my opinion, I think they've been quite hospitable. The fans I don't even know if they're the real fans, but when Qatar scored, I saw the people dressed in the tradition really happy that they were able to get one goal in this tournament. I think they're hospitable. I think because I have a few friends who are actually there and saying the accommodation, they put these cabins are so hot because even in the daytime.
Yeah, because the fun's tiny. The fun is tiny.
They just put a small standing fan in there. That's it. It's not AC. It's just a fan.
No, for fun, yeah.
But other than that, the alcohol thing, I think they're able to drink alcohol. I think further away from the stadium, is it right?
You can get it in the boxes. Yeah. If you're in a box, you can get it in the stadium. It's only if you're in the box.
Yeah, but it's only it's really only really
like here,
the English fans that are complaining about no alcohol.
You can't get alcohol in the stadium there. You have to go into the gantry as well.
Yeah, but the English football's ingrained with drinking culture. You know?
It's exactly.
It's just outrage for nothing. You know, at the end of the day, you can have a good time without drinking alcohol.
But Budweiser's part of the they're part of the sponsors though.
I was like,
Budweiser is part of the sponsors. But if you look at English fans, the hooliganism, it's fueled by alcohol.
Yeah, it is.
You know, fighting, destroying stuff. So let them sit this one out.
I used to be stationed there. The country as a whole, they used to give us a G1 order, meaning that so you couldn't mostly drink there because of this special occasion. It's the World Cup. They're gonna. I mean, they used to.
Because if you guys didn't know, Anthony used to be in the military. Mike used to be in the military.
So he used to be in Qatar.
Oh, cool.
No, at LUD, and the crazy part is that the whole country is like it's a dry country, but because of what I'm saying, because we were United States military that was there. They used to give us these things called ration cards, so we can either get 2 shots in a beer or 1 beer in a shot. That's just how it was. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's just on the base. Off the base, nah, ain't no alcohol. But because it's the World Cup, I think that's the reason why they're having those restrictions.
What about Doha? Doha's quite liberal, from my understanding.
We can let's just say we can
Find a way.
it could be questionable.
I saw somebody on TikTok covering an alcohol drink with a Coca-Cola wrapper. I thought that was hilarious. They will find a way. People will find a way. But gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Let me thank everyone, the UK crew, Vim, Ken, Rich, and Kay. Thank you very much. I know it's late for you guys in the UK. I don't thank Mike in America. Thank you so much for joining the show today. We all look like Brazil are still everyone's favorites. France first to qualify. I think Brazil qualifying the next game. If they win the next game, I think they'll be through as well. So can France retain it? We'll just have to wait. I think France will get to the quarters minimum. I think they'll get to the minimum. But I think Brazil might just go. It's about time with a South American wins the tournament. They haven't won it since 2002. That's the last South American country. Brazil 2002 with Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, and Ronaldo. Since then, it's been all Europeans. Yeah, that shows how long that was. 6 World Cups away.
Yeah.
6, 10, 14, 18. 4 World Cups back. The last time in Brazil, South America.
Oh,
But this Argentinian team don't look strong enough, though. They don't look strong enough. Like you said, they look like they rely a lot on Messi, who's not getting any younger. It's getting harder because people just foul him and clamor him down. So I don't know. The Argentinian team don't look like people who could win. They get far. I think they'll probably sneak out that group if Saudi Arabia don't get their act together.
Yeah,
I think they have the best chance. That time when was Riquelme still playing, when Higuain should have finished. That was their best chance to win it.
Yeah.
And he missed.
I think they had a good squad. They had Higuain, Messi. They had what's the guy who retired from Barcelona? Aguero. They had a team to win it, but I don't know how they could never get it together. I don't know. They had all the firepower, couldn't win it. But
it just didn't have a good manager.
The manager,
Didn't remember Maradona managed them one World Cup?
Yeah, that was a sham.
Yeah,
he was a friend.
He was beefing the fans as well.
Yeah. It's like when Brazil had Dunga. Look what happened when Brazil had Dunga. He shammed about as well.
Oh yeah, he got far, didn't he? He
captained
them in
when they got beat by
94.
Germany. Yeah.
Oh, was he the manager then?
I'm sure Dunga was the manager when they got beat by Germany.
7-1.
In Brazil, you know,
I know, right? No, a lot of people never forget that. That was scarring.
Why did they run him out of the country?
My only problem is I just wish Italy was there. It's just sad that Italy have not gone. 2 World Cups in a row, they've not been there. It's sad.
You know what? The World Cup is not the same without the Azzurri. When you see that blue and white, it's like, yes, this is the World Cup.
You win the Euros and you don't qualify for World Cup. Who does that? So stupid.
I guess this will be my last thought and saying, just like we're talking about Italy. Now, just think about, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to crap on the United States because I live here. But the crazy part is that what we was talking about earlier, think about it. They missed, you know what I'm saying? They missed when, especially after all the controversy within CONCACAF came out, they missed 2 Olympics and a World Cup. That says a lot. Now they're back and everybody thinks that it's a possibility that like anything can happen. That's why I have my doubts.
That's why I was there listening to USA all through the game. And we Brits were like, you guys.
Was it peaceful in America with the English fans? Was it quite peaceful? Or was there any trouble?
No, there's no trouble. There's no trouble. They just, anytime we try to say it's coming home, they just drowned us out quickly with USA. Again, it wasn't funny, bro. We will say it's coming home. USA, they just drowned out. And we started to get more apprehensive as the game drew closer, as England would get messing up completely. And we're like, I won't be able to handle this one. So, yeah. But it is what it is. Well, gentlemen, an absolute pleasure. See you guys on the next one. We'll meet again for the knockout stages, and then we'll have a clear indication who's who and how did that team, who we all liked or who we didn't like, got knocked out. Like, oh, I told you that those guys are never going to make it, but we'll analyze the knockout basis. All right, guys? Gentlemen, have a nice evening. We'll talk through chat and WhatsApp. Thank you very much for joining the show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Be safe. Take care, guys.
Thanks,
Take care.
guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Well, guys, take care.
Take it easy.
All right.